Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an all-new reaction and review. Tonight, guys, I'm taking a look at another kids film, but this one is a little bit special. This one actually has a gimmick that I get to check out. Tonight's film is from filmmaker Robert Rodriguez, a guy who's been known for making things like Sin City and Planet Terror and Machete and Spy Kids. This is more towards Spy Kids than it is towards Planet Terror, which to me kind of sucks, but honestly I'm really not going to gripe too much. Tonight's film is called The Adventures of Sharkboy and Lavagirl in 3D. Yeah. Now guys, you heard me right, I did say in 3D, so that means that since I have a feeling this movie is going to suck horribly, I'm going to maximize the suck factor by actually watching the damnable thing in 3D. Yeah, I probably look just goofy as shit like this right now, but hey, I don't much care. Alright, somebody apparently is mowing outside. Doesn't matter, I'm going to press on. Wow. Wait a minute. Oh, holy shit. The 3D actually almost works for the cover. That's really kind of cool. Alright, really guys, I don't know what else to tell you. I really have only seen like a couple of clips from this movie, and those were from the old TV ads that ran back in 2005 when this thing was in theaters. So, really, I don't know what in the hell to actually expect. I am sort of hoping for this movie to at least be kind of fun, but I really have my doubts on that, so I really am not doing too much along the lines of hoping and praying on this. So guys, without further ado, it's time to kick back, relax, and check out The Adventures of Sharkboy and Lavagirl in 3D. Okay guys, well I was just instructed to actually take off the glasses, and now everything looks really weird because everything isn't just red and blue. I really don't think this is healthy for a person's eyes. Just thought I'd mention. Alright, I actually just kind of sort of feel like mentioning this. The writing in this movie is just painful. However, I am going to cover that more when the film is actually done. I just wanted to mention it now, though, just because, well, then I don't need to continue to mention it. Jesus Christ. Alright, folks. I am officially sick of the word dream. I would just like to say that right now. They have said dream, or some variation thereof, almost every other word so far in this goddamn movie. And I am officially sick and tired of hearing the word. I still have about an hour left of this fucking thing. Go to the land of milk and cookies. I have nothing. I am totally speechless to how stupid that fucking sounds. I've never been this speechless. That's a bad sign. It really is. Well, folks, the one thing that is worse than Taylor fucking Lautner's acting is his horrible singing ability. I guess you do learn something new every day. I did not know it was physically possible for a person to sing this badly. So our villain sleeps with his eyes open. Well, it's kinda sorta stupid, but frankly, it makes a hell of a lot more sense than every other stupid thing that's happened thus far in this goddamn movie. So, I guess that's kind of a plus. Sharkboy dead? Oh god, please. I want him fucking dead. And then hopefully the movie will just end early. Oh please, 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 just let him fucking drown, please. This fucking movie might actually be tolerable if he isn't there. No shit, Sherlock o'clock, you're fucking sleeping. You've spent this entire goddamn film talking about dreaming and how this is your dream world. You're just now figuring out that you... God damn it all to hell! How dumb can this movie get? Jesus Christ! Thank Christ that's fucking over. Okay, let's shut this shit off. My God. Alright. I want to sort of start off by talking about the 3D effect. Because, hell, this whole thing was marketed on being a 3D film. Well, from what I saw and with my setup, which is watching it on my laptop here, the 3D almost perfectly works. There are... Actually, no, it doesn't even almost. I'd say about half of the shots are perfect. We're sitting from here, looking at my screen, and with the glasses on. Let me put these on again just as sort of a visual aid. They looked perfect, but then the other half of the 3D shots, everything is off by just a hair too much, and the 3D effect doesn't work. That's normally a very bad sign for any film, but hey, you know, at least it still partially worked. Now, I want to discuss with you, where the hell to even fucking start? Let's start with the writing. Oh yes. I went into this thing knowing it was going to be a children's film. I knew this. I knew this because that's just how these sorts of things work. And it seems that Robert Rodriguez does two types of films. He does films for adults, which are things such as Sin City and Planet Terror, Machete, and From Dusk Till Dawn. He does those sorts of things, which are much more adult-oriented. Then there's the polar opposite, the stuff that is just so kiddie it almost hurts, such as this and the Spy Kids films. I haven't seen the Spy Kids flicks, but if they're anywhere as bad as this thing was, I'm going to avoid them. I'm going to happily avoid them, because I don't want to suffer. The writing is just so piss poor. It really is. Alright, I know a lot of people are not fans of the Joel Schumacher film Batman and Robin. Usually when you ask them why, one of their big things is the fact that Mr. Freeze's dialogue was made up almost entirely of really bad ice puns. Mr. Freeze's dialogue in Batman and Robin seems like absolute gold compared to the dialogue from Mr. Electric. Everything out of his mouth is some kind of a horrific pun on electrical terms. What makes it worse is on two separate occasions he has to explain the fucking pun. Folks, there is a rule in comedy, and that rule is you do not explain the joke. Not now, not ever. The fact that they had to do it twice here is really sad. And it's like, it shouldn't matter if kids get these two puns. You could easily just have written them off as parental bonus for the few parents who'd be dumb enough to watch this thing. But no. You had to take time out of your film to explain them. That is a very bad thing to fucking do, and I actually thought that Robert Rodriguez knew better. I guess I was wrong. And yes, I can blame him, because he was the one who wrote this dreck. Okay? Now, I want to talk about the acting. The acting sucks. And no, I am not going to blame it on just being on being given this horrible script and having to make do. They didn't even do that much. But seeing as and how, like, the biggest names this film could get were George Lopez, David Arquette, and Taylor Lautner, my expectations were low as shit in the first place. Because none of those three know how to act. At all. Period. So, like, going in, I pretty much knew this thing was going to be awful. I didn't think the acting was going to be that bad, and I was hoping that the rest of the cast would be able to prop up these three horrible wastes of flesh who pose as actors. I had the highest of hopes that they'd actually be able to do something, work some sort of miracle, but they couldn't. So, I really cannot commend anybody's acting because all of it sucked. All of it sucked in its own magical little foul smelling sort of way. So, what else can I talk about? Camera. The camera work was really good, and the CG was pretty... Oh, by the way, and also the CG was good. One other problem. I'd like to talk about the content of this film. See, again, I totally understand that we are talking about a film for children. But did we need a ton of, like, fart jokes and, like fart jokes and vomit jokes and spit takes? Did we need all of this? Did we really need to use the 3D on at least 4 separate occasions for characters to just spit towards the camera? I swear to God, it happened at least 4 times at the fucking minimum. And it was horrible. It was stupid as shit. Now, I'm trying to think. The music, well, the music was okay. The music wasn't horrible, but then again, the music wasn't good either. In fact, the music is in no way memorable. And the story is in no way going to be memorable because, you know what? I am never going to watch this horrible thing ever again. And I can tell you, probably within like 3 days, I'm going to have almost no memories of this thing except for the shit that I'm going to put in this review if I ever feel the need to go back and re-watch this. Who the hell can I possibly recommend this film to? Well, I could maybe recommend it to kids. I'm talking like little kids. I'm talking like kids who are like 3 or 4 and just happen to love the sight of shiny objects. However, they would not be able to read the cues when to put on or take off these. So most of them would probably spend the entire film wearing them and wondering why in the hell a lot of scenes have no 3D in them at all. I know it sounds really stupid, but just play along. Also, I kind of found it a little bit funny that they have a very, very bold cue on the screen to take off these things, but the only time you're actually directed to put these on in the film, it's buried. I mean, it actually is part of the scenery. There actually is a small light up on the shark ship that says glasses on, and the camera focuses right on that. I always wondered why in the hell they couldn't have done that with the scenes where you had to take the glasses off, which were both in the classroom. So couldn't they have just put glasses off on the fucking chalkboard or something and maybe focused it on there? Just, I don't know. I really guess I'm just trying to polish a turd here. And that's something I should never do. Now, before I happen to close out, and before I do the shout out for the person who sent this, I have a message. And this is directly to this film's director. I want to talk to Robert Rodriguez himself. Sir, I have a little message for you. When your 7-year-old cooks up a story, do what every other parent does. Look at it and go, oh, cute, 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 and if it happens to be a drawing, put it on the fridge. Do not waste millions of dollars turning it into a motherfucking movie, especially when it's this poorly written and this badly acted. You shouldn't be inflicting this kind of monkey shit upon the world, sir. Now, this thing came off of the wish list. The person who sent it in is actually a friend of mine. And her YouTube channel is Kariokami44. By all means, guys, swing on over there and check out her stuff. And if you happen to like it, sub her. She is a very awesome person. And I would like to thank her for sending this, as well as sending a new copy which came with the 3D glasses. So now, if I ever want to cover any other 3D movie, I don't have to worry about the glasses. I've got those covered. So, God, I gotta get that thing the hell away from me. With that, we come to the close of another reaction and review. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care, and I will see you all in the near future. Peace.